Good morning, everyone. I apologize about my tardiness. It seemed that I ran into every construction site that I could find. And so it pushed me back a little bit. So what I will do right now is that I want to take something out of order, and then we'll go in our proper order. The mayor has another meeting for 10:30. So, Mayor, would you come up? So this project is something that of course, and I'll get into more detail, that means so much to this community, and it was something that as we were looking at new opportunities, new programs, new buildings, new investments here, I wanted to do something such as this because the reality is that you've never had a library here. So I want to have the mayor to say a few words because he has to leave. But this is something that everybody, from the people who live in this very area, but also South Kenner and Bunch Village and other areas, will be able to benefit from. Mr. Mayor.
Well, thank you, and thank you. Let me say in a few words because I do have to run. This is a wonderful, I guess, development here in the southern part of East Jefferson Parish. As I was elected last year, one of my comments were the south part of Kenner, which is the extremely south, Airline Highway into the river, has been neglected for many, many, many years. So one of my promises was to get it. First of all, the easy thing is to clean it up. It was just the high grass, the weeds, and the trash. Then some of y'all in the community asked about a library. So we started looking into a library in a Rivertown area, and then Councilman came up with a plan. He had the property here, and although it's not in the city of Kenner, it's pretty much 3 blocks outside the city of Kenner, and it'll service everybody in southern Kenner. So it's a great addition. Understand there's more plans for this site too, other than just an e-library, but it will benefit like I said, this whole community south of Airline Highway, which is long neglected and needs a lot of new foot traffic. It needs it needs energy. So to be selfish, in Rivertown, we're kind of concentrating on getting businesses down there. Mostly every business, every building in Rivertown was city-owned. We're selling off a few, attracting more private business and getting out of the government business. So we should have a lot more. Hopefully this time next summer there's a lot more, I guess, excitement here in the southern part of Jefferson Parish. But thank you again. This is a wonderful project here for the residents in your district. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So what we always do is take the opportunity before we get started with programs is to do our Pledge of Allegiance. Earl, would you come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please stand, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a great day, y'all. This is a great day. I thank God for giving me the health and strength to be able to make it here and just to do the job that we're doing. The idea of a library came about last year when, as we often do, ride the district, look for opportunities to bring different things that have never existed in the communities that we represent. And so we saw an area in Avondale last year that my predecessor Mark Spears bought land, and we decided that we were going to build a library there. And we said, well, I can't build a library in an area where they never had a library either. So I have to find also an opportunity to build one over here. Because what I believe in, whatever I'm doing on the West Bank, I'm going to always do it on the East Bank. And so certainly geographically, I have more land mass on the West Bank and less on the East Bank, but the East Bank is just as important. So that's why I have my office dedicated to, with staff persons, Jill and Nelson, who many of you all know, who are on the ground every day, meeting with our citizenry who's a part of this district to solve problems or to just make things better. And so we work very hard to make sure that the parity that is required is there. And so we, as we began to talk about that library in Avondale, we said, well, we have to find one over here. So then the issue is always, where's the land? Do we buy it? How do we get it? And so just so happens, we were talking about this property and we said, let's build it on this property because we can make it a campus. And not only put the library here, but also find a useful purpose, perhaps a clinic again or something else for this building. So you have a place to be able to come, whereas you can get many of the things that's important and beneficial for you in one complex. So that's why we're here. This library is going to be more of a more modern library because that's what we're doing. We're looking to build smaller libraries, those are very efficient, but that'll be very beneficial for the community at large. Some of the features include meeting rooms. And we want meeting rooms because they are beneficial for those in the community who have a need to meet somewhere. So, and they'll be state of the art. You'll have you have screens, you'll have computers, and the room size is large enough where you can probably have at least 40 people in there and sit very comfortably. And the rooms can be requisitioned through the library department, but it will be beneficial for all who have a need to have meetings and have high-tech equipment in there towards your benefit. We also have workspace in there. So one of the things that we're looking to do is that we want to have a place where people who are interested in jobs, they'll be able to go into that library and they'll be able to go online at one of those computers. And then we also will have posted there job openings. Right now in Jefferson Parish, we have over 700 openings for jobs, looking to hire people. But then, like every employer who's looking to hire good people, this library will be a location where those who are looking will be able to come and find out what jobs are available throughout this region. And so we look at it as what's going to be a community benefit that not only serves you in terms of building your intelligentsia, in terms of learning new things, but also as a place that you can come and really, I'll say it the way we say it, come and chill out, all right? And so we're proud of that. We've worked to build a building that will have all the amenities, nice public bathrooms, computer stations, as well as traditional 25 computer stations at that, but also have the books that you enjoy to read, the periodicals that you would enjoy, as well as the magazines. And so this will be a wonderful resource for this community, and we're excited about that. You're going to have friendly people working here. We've been working with both our leadership in the library as well as the friends of the library. And we've developed real good working relationships, and they understand that the community is first, and that the things that's important in placing a library are those type of things that will be beneficial for those in the community who have a desire to know, desire to learn. But let me also talk about our children. We know there's a digital divide. We know that there are neighborhoods, there are homes over here, just like throughout Louisiana and many states, where there are no access to the internet. And so with 25 computers here in this building, there will be no excuse why kids cannot come here and use the computers to learn. if they don't have the internet or computers at their home. So our children are going to replace all of us one day in terms of being in leadership positions, being preachers, being doctors, being lawyers and engineers and so on and so forth. And so it's important for them to have access to this, and that it's important for them to be able to learn at a more rapid pace, and also the impact that it will make on the next generation and the next generation after that. So education is the number one thing, as far as I'm concerned, in our community in terms of needs. It's important for us to know that as leaders, and many of you all here are leaders, that you all be continually committed to helping our children, because we have a lot of lost children. And so if we can use this as a means to be able to improve their lifestyles and the quality of life for they and their future families, that's what we want to do. And so we're excited about this, and I can tell you all are as well, because I'm looking at this beautiful crowd here today. And so I want to take the opportunity to thank a few people. I want to thank the administration. Val, thank you for coming. Any words you want to say on behalf of the administration?
I'll just keep it short. I'm Valerie Brolin. I'm the Deputy Chief Operating Officer, and I'm here representing Parish President Lee Shang, who unfortunately couldn't make it today, but she's extremely excited about this opportunity. She's extremely passionate about libraries, and like the councilman said, breaking that digital divide. But I will also tell you that before my time in Jefferson Parish government, my start in government began in the city of Kenner. And so what this is going to do for the southern part of Kenner, it just makes this project such a benefit twofold. So thank you very much, Councilman. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you. Ms. Steins, Miss Jessica, she didn't make it? Okay, anybody from the Friends of the Library or the Library Board want to come up?
I wasn't, as you can see, I wasn't expecting to come today, but I'm so glad I did get to come. My name is Patricia Cox. I am a member of the Library Board representing District 5, Councilwoman Jennifer Van Vranken. I have been involved with the Friends of the Library since 1988. And I remember when we had a library out here in South Kenner, it was a storefront library and it wasn't a very big branch, and we had an E-branch for River Ridge. Well, now River Ridge has their library, so now it's time for South Kenner to have a real library again. And I'm so glad that's going to happen. Thank you. And thank you all for coming.
Good morning. My name is James Simmons, and I am the Library Board Representative for District 3. And I'm just excited about this project. Councilman Lee and I have been speaking about libraries and what we can do, not only for the West Bank, of course, for the East Bank as well. This has been a project that I know that has been near and dear to his heart for quite some time. So when he asked me to represent District 3 on the library boards, one of the things that we wanted to put into place was to find an opportunity for our kids to have a place where they can come and fall in love with the library again. You know, I'm a product of Jefferson Parish, and one of the things that allowed me to succeed in my academic career was the fact that I loved the library. And this is something that, again, I am proud to be a part of. I'm a proud member and a proud representative and a resident of Jefferson Parish. I think this project is going to do wonders, again, for this area, of course, for this community. We're proud of what is happening and transpiring in Avondale, and we know that the same impact that's having in Avondale, we know it's going to happen right here in South Kenner. Again, I'm proud to represent District 3, proud to represent the library board here, and I know that great things are only going to be in store for not only this project and for projects to come. Thank you all so much.
And look, there's so many people that I want to thank. Certainly want to thank my colleagues who support me with my endeavors. And typically, when we we work together very well. When there are things that's important to our district council members as well as our at-large council members, we always come together and support each other because all of our goals is to do the right thing. And so there are individuals who could not make it today, but one such individual who's here today is my friend Ricky Template, who's our council at large. Ricky, please come up and share with us.
Well, thank you, Byron. And actually, I'm very excited to be able to stand here today with Councilman Lee and breaking ground on this great new e-library. One of the things he just said, which is pretty unique for Jefferson Parish, is how we all work together. We all work with a common grounds to make our community better for each and every one of our constituents, our families, because believe it, we all live and work and play here, and we want to make sure for the future that community is still there for our children and our youth. This is great opportunity for connectability. Think about it. You'll be able to have children, seniors, anyone who's trying to get an education, come to this facility and have internet. 25 computers will be at their disposal at any time at open hours. This is progressive Jefferson Parish on the move. That's one thing I'm very proud to say. Jefferson Parish has been progressive on many levels, and part of our education, educating our youth, as well as our seniors, because look, our world's evolving each and every day, is to be able to be on the internet and have that connectability. So Byron, hats off to you and the parish as a whole, and looking forward to turning some dirt on this project. Thank you.
Also, we have a representative, Mark Burmaster. Mark, you want to have something to say on behalf of Council at Large Walker?
My name is Mark Burmaster. I work for Councilman Scott Walker. He couldn't be here today, but he's shown an emphasis on early childhood education. And I think no other councilman other than Councilman Lee have put that emphasis on children and their future like Scott has. So it's good to see. Congratulations, and we're here with you the whole way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so I want to thank our PIO office, Danielle, and my good friends who in the general services as well as recreation department, because they always make the dream work for us. All of this opportunities to sit underneath the shade comes as a result of the hard work. And so that's why I've been fighting very hard at council meetings to get raises for parish employees. And so we're moving forward. Things are looking good. And so the people who make this the backbone of this parish are the people who get things done behind the scenes. And so I'm going to continue to support and fight for them. Listen, Target is paying $19 an hour, but yet we hire people and we're paying them at $11 an hour. So it's hard to compete. And so I want to retain employees, and I want to help increase their pay and hire people at higher wages so that we'll be able to have very good people who are committed to Jefferson Parish and committed to doing the service that they're hired to do, and also help us to be able to do our job better. So without further ado, I don't think I missed anybody. Oh, I want to thank my staff who's here. Jill, wave your hand. Jill, Nelson, wave your hand. Calvin, they're part of our staff and they make things happen for us. So without further ado, it's time to shovel some dirt. Let's go do it, y'all.
1, 2, and 3.
Want another one?
One more, yes. We're gonna do it one more time. 1, 2, 3.
There you go.